Right. Okay, so now let's discuss some of the odds in favour today. So we've got Arsenal to beat Liverpool 7-5. Now, Arsenal versus Liverpool game tonight at the Emirates. Guys, the Ox is back in town. Could make the difference, right?
He's been playing really well. They've given him the opportunity in midfield. He's definitely improving week after week. I love the way that he stepped in to defend Coutinho when he was interviewed by the Sky reporter. He put him on the spot and stuck up for his teammate.
Do you think that's genuine, or do you reckon it's to win over the Liverpool fans? Hey guys,
both, no,
you know what it's like when you start work? You got to stay extra late, do you know what I mean? Like, what? Got to look as if I'm working during the Christmas period.
He does look like he's kind of settled into the squad there quite well, doesn't he? Though I really like that interview.
He wants to be there. That's the difference. You can see him smiling when Klopp's hugging him.
And of course you're going to smile when your new employer's hugging you. You want to start, innit?
Even though he's doing that for...
He didn't have the easiest start though, did he? So he could have been a bit...
What do you mean? Well, what are you going to be? He needs to be nice right about now. Do you know where I'm coming from? People were not sure about him. They weren't exactly excited when he got signed. Do you know what I mean? He's not currently the most Salah of the team. If I was him, I'll keep cracking a tooth and grinning and smile, mate. Do you know what I mean?
So,
no, definitely. But I think that behaviour has to be commended anyway. It shows the right mentality, and regardless of whether he's doing it for the cameras or not, that's what they want.
Okay, because I'm just reminding you, if I start a new job, hey Dan Kelly, great,
Well, he's 3 months down the line by now.
That's still, mate, still new, mate, still new. And of course we've got Stoke. Your opinions, Arsenal versus Liverpool today?
I'm a bit torn on this one.
Yep.
Because Arsenal at the Emirates are very, very good.
Yes.
And they did play well against United, albeit it took them maybe a while to click into gear. But you just never know. You still never know what team are going to turn up.
You never know.
You don't. And you probably know that better than any.
I said nothing. Just letting you know that was all Kelly.
If Mohamed Salah plays like we know he can, I don't think any defence in the league can handle him at the moment. I think he's the difference.
Yeah, I'm not really happy with that, to be honest with you. Stoke versus West Brom, under 2.5 goals, 4-7.
I like the sound of that bet. Stoke struggling for goals recently. West Brom looking slightly more attacking under Pardew, but again, I can see that working. Yeah, I'd say that was a decent bet.
Decent bet, yeah. Better man, you would put your money
Why
on
not? Why not? I'll have a little cheeky one.
You'll have a little cheeky one. And last one, Crystal Palace to beat Swansea, 27-20. Now, Crystal Palace have been playing.
I think that's a good one.
So you reckon Palace have been brilliant. So you got to look at it. Roy Hodgson, aka the Owl. He's honestly, I did not think he was going to last 6 weeks into the job, but it looks as if he's doing even better than
I think he's actually massively underrated, Hodgson.
Maybe
he's a very good manager who has been judged on 2 knockout games, basically.
Also on his appearance. I've got this theory.
On his appearance? He's a classy old East End lad. I think he's actually a classy boy from Croydon.
Really?
Yeah.
Roy?
Yes, Roy. Roy is from Croydon. Yeah, he's one of the boys. No. I really like Roy. He's a good guy, man. He's not got a bad bone in his body.
I think it's when you're looking at some of the stuff. Of course, there was the incident with the England players that had leaked out of the dressing room. Where people didn't know, he's a
bit old school, right? We'll give him that.
Cool. But
it doesn't work with everyone.
But it's working. I think he's a club manager. I don't think he's a country. I know he's done well, but I think he's better. The players seem to really like him at Palace, and I think that he gets to know them. He knows how they work day in, day out. Some managers suit international football better, and I think
even that he lost 2 games out of 40 for England.
We respect it, but I think what Kelly's saying is she's right, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I think to me he's proving.
Yeah, you are.
No, he's proving to me that he's a very good manager.
Palace is a very good fit for him.
Yes, because he's from South London.
I completely agree.
He was good at Swansea as well, right?
His next job after the England one, because of. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but because of what happened to England, he did have this. He was left with this reputation where everyone's like, "Who's going to go near Roy Hodgson? Why have Palace gone for Roy Hodgson?" His next club was crucial, a bit like for David Moyes as well. He had to go and make a success of it.
What, in Spain?
At West Ham.
Oh, okay.
But at Palace, and that was the right job for Roy. I just felt like that was 2 things that came together at the right time. He could have gone somewhere else, and I don't. No matter, I'm sure he's a good manager. I don't know if it would have worked anywhere else if he'd have gone to.
No, it's a perfect fit. Look, he's got a lot of English players to work with, some of whom you'll know already. The fact Zaha has been, coming back from injury and back on fire,
he is the
really
reason that
is
good.
And hopefully Palace don't lose him unless he's going to Arsenal.
He won't go.
Unless in which case we're happy for them to lose him.
We're happy.
He will not. I don't think I'm going to kind of...
Go on, put yourself out there.
Oh,
There's going to be a meme.
I don't think he will go in. He won't go in January because he loves Palace too much.
You say that,
he will
right?
want to keep them up.
You say that, right? But it's a World Cup here. Are Ivory Coast there?
I can't remember, to be honest.
No, they're not,
No,
right?
no.
So to him, it doesn't
wondering.
really matter as far as international setup
Yeah.
goes. To me, it could be, if Palace are looking like they might get relegated, they need to cash in on that guy because they can get 40 mil from
I
him.
don't think he'll want to go.
40
I don't think they look like that.
40 mil.
I don't think they
He's
look
an
like they're gonna
ex-United
Hey,
player.
listen,
The
I'm
boy is-
not-
He's international
Let me
Ivory
tell
Coast. This
They're
is
not
not
getting
a joke
relegated.
player.
They're not going to sell him because they're not. I don't think.
Hopefully they
they're
don't
gonna
get
get
relegated, and hopefully we get him because I think he is absolute class.
I think he will leave next summer.
Yeah.
If he leaves,
I agree.
I think he will leave next summer, having kept Palace up, having had a good season for Palace.
Having
He leaves
kept
on the
them
best
happy.
of terms.
Exactly.
Everyone's happy, apart
And-
from a few Palace fans.
And Arsenal. I'll take that. I would take that. Guys, we've got the poll results, okay, for who is going to win the League Cup. I just want to say today, I've got some really good guests, man. Honestly, I'm really loving these two at the moment, you know. And also, if you guys are wondering, why is this geezer wearing an Arsenal hat? I told you guys, today's the big game, right? Arsenal play Liverpool, all right? We're still in the League Cup, Man United or not. I digress. Who is going to win the League Cup this year? And the poll results are, you guessed it, Man City.
Agreeing with me.
Hey man, it looks like the people, not me. Well, I do agree with you, but it's the people online that are agreeing with you. And to be honest with you, like I said, for me, they're playing champagne football. It's sexy. They've got a thick squad, and they've got 2 games left to go. So it's not going to be super disruptive. I know that when is the final? It's in February, isn't it? The League Cup final. So I think by then, you know, they could mix and match their team a bit. I'm not really worried. It's not like I should be worried, but I'm not really worried for them in that regards. Next poll now, all right? So, Anatovic, wrong to celebrate versus Stoke, yes or no?
Nah, no way.
I'll go with Kelly for this one.
Did you hear the abuse he got?
I didn't hear.
I'm not a Stoke fan.
Yeah.
And I have no issue if Stoke fans have an issue with him leaving.
Yeah.
But the abuse he got, I watched quite a lot of that game. I don't think I've ever heard any
Really?
that bad.
Was it that
Well, there
bad?
has been. Yeah, it was really, really bad. And he missed a hatful of chances. He's been playing brilliantly the past few weeks. I've seen a lot of West Ham and he's been key. I don't know what David Moyes said. He's been key. I thought it was going to be Manuel Lanzini or even Mikel Antonio, but he's been incredible. He missed. There was quite a few chances where he missed it, and you could see him getting more and more and more frustrated. And I thought this is going to go 2 ways here.
Yeah, it's either going to be the hero.
He's either going to get sent off.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that because he was getting more and more frustrated. But he channeled that frustration.
Yeah.
And then he scored.
Yeah.
And he celebrated. And did you see when he ran back
Oh,
to the centre? So I don't know about that, but I thought, do you know what? That poor lad has been out there for however many minutes, and he has been abused.
Kelly, do the celebration that he did. Do you
I was going to do it.
Do it.
That one.
Go on. Go on.
That one.
All right.
I think that's how you do it.
Yeah, no, and you know what? I looked at him. To be honest with you, I don't really care about it personally, but yourself, when it comes to players celebrating against their old clubs,
I think it's, in this specific example, I think it's fantastic. He's trying to, you know, ingrain himself in the fans' thoughts, and he's been given a bit more freedom in his role by David Moyes. If you look at statistically his shots for Stoke in his last 7 games, he had 7 shots. In this, he's had 17 in his last 5. So he's really literally being unleashed.
Yeah.
He's a great player. They were talking about him being, you know, the budget Zlatan Ibrahimovic for a while. So to me, scoring the goal in front of the home fans, sliding, doing all of this, that's exactly what fans want to see. I don't really see an issue, if anything, with you having, you know, a problem with your ex-team or not a problem. That's kind of irrelevant. Now that you're here, show us that you care, and he's done that.
My question is, sorry to interrupt.
So now
go on, you go.
The only thing is, do you know how much easier it is for us to say this? We're not sitting here as Stoke fans.
Which is
do you know
true.
what I mean? It's when it's your player doing it against your team. That's the only thing.
But Kelly,
I've been that fan going, why? Think of what we did for him.
That's why my question, right, is Robin van Persie scoring against Arsenal, right, celebrating,
that
playing for Man United after what we did for him.
Good for you. Go for it.
That didn't bother you one bit.
Him leaving bothered me, but his letter and what was in the letter bothered me more. So I kind of bought into it. I believed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you go and do your thing, mate. You did
I'm not
it.
a footballer, but I think sometimes also you get lost. Scoring a goal is what you play football to do. And so I think sometimes probably you get lost in, they are professionals. When they go over the white line, they're just playing football, aren't they? So celebrating a goal is natural.
Well, let's ask a West Ham fan, all right? This guy is the most knowledgeable West Ham fan you'll ever find. His name is Rob Armstrong, and this is his opinion about the whole situation. Take a look at this.
You thought this wall behind me was Christmassy. You would have no idea how Christmassy I felt on Saturday when Marko Arnautovic went and banged in a goal against Stoke after they'd been giving him stick all game. And I mean, like, from start to finish, relentless, telling him he was a waste of money, swearing at him, which I would never do as a West Ham fan. Can you imagine such a thing? And in fact, the what waste of money chant came about 2 seconds before he scored. And so I was delighted to see him celebrate how he did, especially doing the cross-hammer things beforehand as well. But what's everyone's problem? You know, you give stick, you get it back. That's the rules, isn't it? Don't give it if you can't take it. But I suppose football fans always feel a little bit entitled to, he played for us, and think of all that money we paid and all the times we supported him. Yeah, but you're booing him now, so tough. But that doesn't mean I didn't hate it when Joe Cole did it against West Ham.
Rob Armstrong. Never really cared about his opinion. Okay, so moving on. Back to the Ladbrokes discussions, okay? So some of the bets on the line. Wilshire's next club to be Liverpool, 3-1. That hurts me.
I don't see that happening.
You don't see that happening. Well, did you hear the interview? I don't know if you heard the interview. He said he would love to stay at Arsenal, but it's out of his hands.
I don't think he'll stay at Arsenal.
Why not Liverpool? You know, because when you're looking at their centre midfield, Emre Can could be going. Apparently, you know, if you look at even the way he plays, he's not really been interested for a long time since he scored that bicycle kick. When you're looking at the fact that Henderson, Liverpool are going to have to come to an acceptance that he's not the man who they think he is, and they just need to let go of that 20 million they paid for him. You know, there's of course, I know they've got a few more centre midfielders. I think Milner's more of a makeshift. You can't really count him as a centre midfielder. Why can't Jack Wilshere come in and fit in? Why not?
One, he's not a DM, so I don't think he'll fit into Henderson's role. Also, I don't think he's got any affiliation or any desire to join Liverpool. I can see it being much more likely that Ramsey would join Liverpool, actually. He's much better friends with Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's not been having a great time at Arsenal. I suppose he's been in good form, but for me it's about how much playing time Jack's getting at Arsenal. He's probably going to start tonight. I've just got a sneaky feeling. If he does put in a good performance, I can see him being made captain next year. Not off the back of this one performance, but off what Arsenal have invested into the guy in general over the last 9 years.
Do you guys want him to stay?
Yeah, by all means. I'd love him to be club captain.
Jack, Super Jack, honestly, that is my guy.
To me, he really embodies everything that Arsenal is about.
But also, he's an excellent player. Like, I don't think people understand how good of a player the boy is, you know. Low centre of gravity. Love the guy. All right, cool. Man City to go unbeaten is at 4-1. Like, are they going to do the invincible thing? Can they do it? Yes or no?
I just can't see. It's what I said earlier. I just can't see them being.
It's at 4-1 though, man. We're halfway through there's like 20 games left. There's 20 games left. Do you know what I mean? Can they do it? Yes or no?
No chance.
You don't reckon they can? What do you reckon it will be? Like a mad night in Bournemouth or something like that?
These things happen. It's just incredibly, fortuitous, I reckon, that the Invincibles were able to do that, and it wasn't like they were actually unbeaten for a whole year. Not only loads of draws, but they lost in cups, and I can see it going wrong somewhere. All they need to do, I know this is not what you want to wish on people, but all that needs to happen is a couple of players get injured. If, say, De Bruyne and Sterling are injured, now we've got a new situation.
I don't even see that being an issue for them because of the players they can bring in. I don't think. I just can't see beyond them when they haven't played. De Bruyne is the one. I think De Bruyne is the one. I think that's just slightly head and shoulders above. I think not they can do without Sterling. It feels really harsh, but I think De Bruyne is the only one that might make a big difference.
It's very easy to say this now statistically as they haven't been beaten.
Yes.
But if you know football, it just doesn't work like that.
So are you saying that we don't know football?
I'm just saying that in my eyes...
Can you just get him out now?
I didn't mean it like that, right? In my eyes...
This is the show with you now.
It's basically not possible anymore. The league is way too competitive. The fact that they've been able to go this far without losing a game is absolutely
Can you look into that
unreal.
camera when you say it, please? Because
it's not going to happen.
This could be a viral moment. This could actually make you.
If it does happen,
then what are you going to do?
I will run round the block with a Man City t-shirt on. How's that?
You guys heard it here first.
I think we could have got more out of him.
Oh man,
I've got
I'll
a
take
feeling
that.
there, right?
I'll take that.
Really?
Do you know why? Because he's pro City. Okay, now big. Like I said, keep referring to the big game that's coming tonight. Arsenal versus Liverpool. I'm in the attire. All right. I'm in my tie attire. Tie from Arsenal Fan TV attire. All right. So, right, it's the big match. Let's quickly hear from Chris from the Redmen TV. Let's see what he has to say. Then we'll come back, do some polls, and we'll talk about Arsenal versus Liverpool. Cool. Take a look at this.
Okay, big match on Friday evening. Liverpool versus Arsenal at the Emirates. Two sides who will play attacking football. I hope that Liverpool play on the counter-attack. You know, Alexis Sanchez hasn't been in great form for Arsenal, but with Iwobi, Ozil and Lacazette up front, we've still got potential problems there. But the Fab Four will be playing for Liverpool. Hopefully that's Phil Coutinho, Sadio Mane, Mo Salah and Roberto Firmino. Will Oxlade-Chamberlain get involved? He's going to get a lot of hate from the Arsenal fans. We'll find out on Friday. My score prediction is 3-2 to Liverpool. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to come off the bench and score the winner at the Emirates and send all those Gunners home having a terrible, terrible Christmas. Cannot wait for this one. Come on, the Reds.
Chamberlain to come off the bench and score the winner. Shut your mouth, Chris. All right, just shut it. I will be watching the Redmen TV tonight, though, once we win. Come on, you Gunners. Okay, poll result. Now, should he have celebrated, yes or no? You said?
Yes.
And you said?
Definitely.
I also agree, Arnautovic should celebrate when he scores. Why not? They didn't really like him at Stoke anyway. And the fans have agreed he should celebrate. Yes. Awesome stuff. Absolutely love it. Okay, so, right, last one. Will Arsenal win? If they don't win, of course, you know it's a meltdown on Arsenal Fan TV. That's probably what you're waiting for. Myself, blood. You guys, do you reckon they'll win, yes or no?
No.
Arsenal to not
I feel
win.
really brave.
No.
I need to run out the room now, don't I? I just don't think they will, sorry.
No, and why you apologise? Is it?
You saying you think Liverpool will win?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yes?
I think
so you're
so.
going for a Liverpool win.
I don't...
Damn
I
it,
wouldn't be
Kelly, we
surprised,
need
you know
you to
this-
be decisive, please.
No sitting on the fence.
Yeah.
I could see... Oh, yes, I think Liverpool are going to win.
She says yes, okay. Hugh? Come on, Hugh.
I don't really
Got
want
me
to
decisive. You just hammered me for not being decisive.
I don't really want to sit on any fences, right? So I'm going to go for a real shock. I reckon Arsenal are going to win, right?
Why is that a shock?
Well, because everyone is, you know, when you're talking about Man City, for example, going unbeaten, their flavour of the month.
Yeah.
This is what people sin, the last thing that they remember. Memories are very short term, right? I'm hoping that not only Arsenal's form at the Emirates, but Alexis and Ozil can turn up.
Yes.
And just the same way as we're looking at Salah and Coutinho and all these guys, when they turn up, it's very difficult to stop them. So is Arsenal. Arsenal's attack is one of the best in the league. You've got a new £50 million striker who will definitely be starting because Giroud's injured.
And he bangs.
He bangs at home. I can see there being goals. And if Arsenal get the right start, then yeah, I think they can come away with a win.
Okay, you know what? I totally agree. The only bit I don't agree about is you said that Man City are flavour of the month. Liverpool are not flavour of the month.
Their Fab Four are. Their Fab Four
No,
are.
but
Salah, he's top scorer.
not.
Everyone
Yeah,
thinks
alright, that's all well and good, but that's painted an image.
I don't agree with that completely, only because, yes, they tore Bournemouth apart on Sunday.
Yes.
But a couple of results before that, they drew 0-0 at home with West Brom. I think there's plenty of question marks over it.
Exactly.
defensively, yeah.
But
going
0-0
forward,
isn't-
they're one of the best in Europe right now.
Yeah,
But they didn't beat West Brom at home.
And I totally agree.
Pards,
But Arsenal,
Pards, mate.
Even
Don't
again-
underestimate Pards.
Arsenal, and plus Arsenal are also. You like those kind of managers, isn't it? Pardew.
Listen, I'll tell you who I love right now, more
You
so than
hoping
any
for
of the
Iron
others.
Man
Wait, let me
to get a
guess.
job?
Sean Dyche.
Oh, I thought you was
yeah,
going to say
no,
Big
that-
Sam.
Come on now.
No.
Burnley.
Yeah, no,
Are you
I rate-
crazy?
no.
These guys
I
are
agree.
level and about with
I
Arsenal and
agree. I'm
Tottenham.
going to join in with the applause
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
What, the whole squad's worth
Yeah.
about 30 mil.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you have
unbelievable.
any I'll say outside top 6 managers that you're a